burned my neck with my curling iron tonight. Serves me right for trying to do something with my hair. Hello and welcome back to the Anti-Beauty Guru channel. Here we kind of just make it up as we go and we don't follow any rules. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Kristen. I pretend like I know what I'm doing when I put makeup on my face. And I've been playing with makeup for a little while now and now I'm making videos about it. Super original. Today, we are going to be doing a video that I talked about before. I recently uploaded a video called the $1 makeup haul, I believe. I don't even remember what I named my videos. Something like that. And it was focused on Miss A Cosmetics, which is an online cosmetic line where everything on the website is $1. $1. So I made a rather large purchase, and then today I decided that I'm going to be trying out some of those products on my face. I think I bought enough products to be able to do a full face of makeup. We're gonna see how it goes. I know already that I did forget to purchase a primer, so I'm probably just gonna be using one that I know will work. So we'll be giving these products the best shot they have. I did buy a lot of things, so I'm gonna kind of narrow it down to the items that I absolutely need and kind of go from there. So join me on this journey of $1 full face of makeup. This is getting very weird. I kept everything in the box so I wouldn't be tempted to open it and use it before I shot this video. Also, do you like my t-shirt? It's Powerline. I kind of feel like my hair looks a little bit like Roxanne's today. I wanted her hair so bad when I was little. Yes, I wanted my hair to look like a cartoon dog's hair. I don't know. Before we get too far, I think I'll just be using this one. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For. No filter, mattifying primer, and complexion perfector. It looks like this. I believe I got this in a Sephora play box, but I was actually pretty pleased with the way that this sits on my skin. I feel like it fills in my pores and does kind of mattify everything. My face gets so red when I put primer on. It looks even worse in the viewfinder. Okay, primed. Next, because I do have a few blemishes on my face, I do sometimes like to color correct, so I did purchase one of these Wonder Cover HD concealers, again by the AOA studio. AOA is the actual Miss A Cosmetics brand, I believe. I did try to buy most of my full face products today under the AOA studios just to kind of keep things consistent, cover up some of my redness. My hair is really like big and wavy today, isn't it? I don't know if you guys have noticed this yet, but I suck at doing my hair. I don't know what the deal is. I just never got good at it. When I was growing up, I was very much a tomboy and I had very short hair, like short hair up to my ears type of thing, because I didn't like to do anything with it. And now that I'm an adult and I like having a little bit longer hair, I don't know what to do with it. You know, one thing about color correcting that I don't really know the answer to, again, I don't feel like there's rules to anything to kind of do what you want. I don't really know if you're supposed to like blend it in before you put the foundation on. I'm just gonna blend it in a little bit because I feel like I want to. This also is an AOA Studio purchase. This is the Wonder Blender. I heard really good things about this. I've been told that it could possibly be a dupe for the Beauty Blender. This was I think this was $150. So I bought two because I was really optimistic about it. If I love it, I'm just gonna go back on the website and literally buy 15. That green is really green. I do feel like it's covered my redness though. I also feel like it's a little bit hard to blend. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go halvesies on it, and we kind of blended our nose in, and then we're gonna put the foundation on top of it and just see how it goes. And hope that it's a full coverage to cover this situation. So I'm gonna try this BB cream. This is the Perfect BB Cream Skin Perfecting Color Correcting Foundation. Or BB cream, I guess. Whatever. I hope that this is kind of close to my shade. I'm just gonna squirt a little bit on my hand here and hope for the best. Use the little butt end of it this time. This is pretty thick for a BB cream too. Color might not be terrible. Oh boy. I hope this green is Ooh, this is dark actually. Take that back. Oh. I'm gonna cover all the blemishes. Gonna look beautiful. I don't know if it's maybe the green that's causing this to turn a very strange color. That might have been a mistake to not blend it in. We're gonna make it work. I do feel like this is a weird shade though. Like, what color am I right now? This is looking rough already. I feel like that green just went like everywhere. Yeah, like what is that? Ugh, this is very weird. I don't know what color I am right now. I feel like the spots that I had put the green are still green, but it's also spreading this very strange color across the rest of my face. I don't feel like the foundation itself is a super weird color, but I definitely feel like the green was maybe a little too pigmented and is literally turning the foundation green also. I've done a little color correcting in the past. I'm not gonna pretend I'm a pro, but I'm not used to the green actually adding color to the foundation like this. Okay, let me try to fix this.
3 hours later.
I don't know what's happening. We're gonna move on and see if it gets any better, which it may or may not. So next we're gonna try this AOA Studio Wonder Cover Concealer. This is in the shade Light Yellow. Oh my goodness. This is yellow, all right. Maybe this will help to even out the weird green shade that my skin is right now. I also feel like this is really thick and I'm kind of afraid it's drying, so I'm gonna quickly start blending this. Oh no. It dries very quickly. Okay, we're getting there. It's blending. Very strange look we have going on today. Oh my, I look even weirder in the viewfinder. I feel like this sponge is good. I feel like it's really hard to tell because the products I've put on my face are very questionable. I have no idea what is happening right now. I am legit trying though. The formula itself doesn't seem bad, although this concealer dries very quickly. I just don't know what the shade is happening. And maybe I screwed it up by using the color correcting at all. All right, so I bought 2 of these because I wasn't sure if this would be a color match or not, which I don't know what color we're going for anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So these are the AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Pressed Powders. And I think I'm just gonna try both of them and see if I can fix any of this. I feel like I still look green. I don't know what color I am. I can't tell. So the coverage on the foundation is definitely kind of deceiving. I feel like the formula itself is relatively thick, thicker than what I've used in the past for BB creams. But putting it on your face, it definitely shears out. I feel like all my blemishes over here are still very easily visible through the foundation. And the green, I don't think that did much of anything because it just smeared into the rest of my foundation and turned me a very weird shade of gross. I think I'm just gonna try this little powder brush that I got. Putting this under the eyes does anything at all. So we're gonna do a little bit of baking under the eyes because we want this look to stay on all night, girls. Ooh, I forgot that I didn't get a powder bronzer. I don't know if that's gonna screw up what I have going on already because this is beautiful. So the bronzer I have, or contour stick, if you will, is this Sculpt FX stick in Dawn Fawn. Can't read. I didn't really powder too much on my, well, yeah, I did. We're just gonna see because I don't know if it can get any worse at this point. I've never used a contour stick either, so this is gonna be really interesting. Oh my god. Ooh. Is that too much? I don't know. Try to blend that in a little. Oh, I see something. Does that look terrible? You can say yes, it's fine. I feel like all this stuff dries really fast. This feels creamy, but it also feels like a little bit waxy, which is a little bit kind of hard to blend in. Oh, my under eyes though. Oh, girl, going for a spooky look today. Do you do this on your forehead? I don't know. We're just gonna do it because I don't know if this could get much worse. Okay, I think I'm just gonna add a teeny bit of this bronzer shade. This is from the Sephora and Museum of Ice Cream collab. This is the Sugar Wafer palette, the face palette. I believe this is in Churro. Ice cream makes everything better, right? I'm scared of my under eyes. Ooh, I don't know if that's helping at all. Great. I would love it if I like watch this video back, like my skin looks stunning miraculously, and it was all in my head, and like the camera picks up like this gorgeous goddess, and then I'm just like, I'm so silly. I'm just like super particular, and I've been beautiful all along. Surprise! I feel like a powdery mess. So this is kind of what we have going on. I don't know if I want to talk about it. Let's do blush. So I have two colors in the Lumi Radiant Blushes, one in Ravish and one in Delicate Pink. I think we're gonna go with Delicate Pink because anything delicately applied to my face has got to be better than what's happening right now. Kind of has a cute iridescence to it though. I just feel like my face right now is just so powdery. And it's because it is. I think it's just because I tried to bake the shiz out of it to try to even out the skin tone that I have going on. Oh wow, that is shimmery. So I also purchased two highlighters, two halo highlighters, one in Amore and Blissful. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm just gonna use one of these little blending brushes that came in the 10-piece kit. This is just making my blemishes look so much better. I am a very weird color right now. Stop. So next we're going to be doing brows. So I have the Sculpting brow pencil and I got it in Taupe. When I tested this out in my other video, the product is just really waxy and I don't know how this is gonna come across in my brows, but here we go. I suck at doing my brows anyway, but this formula is not the easiest to work with. Like, it kind of has no chill. It's either like a really aggressive swipe, but then as soon as you try to like blend it out, it like takes everything away. So what I'm trying to say is that I might be giving up on this soon. Brows are done. The formula is difficult. I feel like I would continue to layer it on and try to brush it through to blend it in, and it would just take away most of the product. So we're just gonna leave it as is and just let it be. So because we don't want those brows going anywhere, right ladies? We're gonna use the Go Brow Fiber Gel so that they're locked in place forever. Oh, I thought this was just like clear brow gel. I hope that dries clear. We're gonna move on though and hope for the best, as we have been this entire video. Next, we're gonna do our eyes. I I bought this eyeshadow primer. This is by Amuse Cosmetics. I'm hoping that this is good. It looks like concealer. How bad can it be? I guess we'll find out. The collection of brushes that I bought, 10 brushes for $10, there is this little like flat concealer type brush. So we're gonna use that to prime our eye. This feels creamy. It's like blending okay. A little greasy. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to feel or not. Let's do the other eye. We are primed. So now I think I'm gonna go into this Love Child palette. This was a 9-piece palette for $10. It was $1 per shadow and then $1 for the actual magnetic palette. And we're gonna see if we can create some sort of look going on. I also do have a few of these baked shadows, so maybe we'll use these as like something. God, that highlight though. I don't know if it looks bad or if it looks really good. Okay, so far not terrible. They're mixing in nicely with my greasy eyelid primer. There is a decent amount of fallout in the pan here. It doesn't usually bother me too much. It causes me to make a mess, which is the thing that bothers me. Now I'm gonna take this little pencil brush and add a little bit more to my crease. So for my transition shade, I'm using Moment mixed with Vintage, which are these top two colors here. And now I'm taking the shade Element, which is this guy right here, to kind of add a little darkness into the crease. The pigmentation isn't terrible. When I swatched them earlier, some of them were a little bit less promising. But so far not bad. They're blending pretty easily. I'm gonna take that other brush again, go in with those colors and just kind of buff it out a little. I'm not talking much because I'm really trying to make this work. I want this to look good. So now I'm taking the shade Worth and just kind of putting that all over the lid. I'm gonna take this other smaller brush here and just kind of go in the outer corner with maybe like this deeper brown shade, which is Cashmere. I just went back in with that peach shade, Vintage, around the outer perimeter of my eyes again. I think I'm now gonna take this like brighter purple type shade, ooh, Forbidden, and kind of put that in like closer to the inner corner and then maybe start bringing that down under my lower lash line. So then I just went back in with some of the other colors and brought them underneath my lower lash line. So I think I'm gonna go in with this more iridescent purple in Lucid and kind of pop that right in the middle of my lid. So this shade is weirdly chunky. I feel like at a different angle it looks really chunky, but then when I kind of close my eye, I feel like it's catching the light in a weird way. Not liking that. So I think I might actually go back into one of these Wonder Baked eyeshadows, the shade Seashell, and maybe try that on the middle of my lid instead. Didn't break. So I think we're gonna kind of leave it at that because Okay, so next I think I'm gonna pop on some mascara. I'm gonna be using the Fat Lash mascara in black, and then the Skinny Underlash mascara also in black. Well, that's doing a ton for my lashes. We have the Skinny mascara for the bottom lashes. Oh boy, I'm a little nervous to try these lashes. All right, so today I think we're going to be using these lashes, which are in the shade These are the AOA Studio Falsies in Chloe. Pardon me while I put these on in the mirror. Are they terrible? I suck at putting on lashes, so you're gonna have to tell me if they look bad. I think I'm actually gonna add a little bit more mascara because I think that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, I think our final step is lips. So I bought 2 different shades of the Wonder Matte liquid lipstick. I got Vibin and Bougie. I think I'm gonna go with Vibin. It smells strange. I don't feel like these doe foot applicators hold very much product. Like they're very stiff and there's not much fabric to the end of it, so I feel like I'm constantly having to dunk back into the product to get more. I actually really like this color. It hasn't quite dried down matte yet, so we'll give it a minute. So I think I'm actually gonna add one of these diamond glosses to top this off. I got 2 different shades. I got Bubbly and Rich, and I think I'm gonna go with Bubbly to just add it as a little bit of a lip topper. It smells like a chemical trying to be vanilla maybe? All right. Cute. So another thing that I realized that I did forget to purchase was a setting spray. I'm not really sure if they actually had them. I'm trying to think if... So I think I'm gonna use one of mine. I'm just gonna add a little Urban Decay All Nighter spray on top. Okay, and that's that. We have finished our full face of $1 makeup. Overall impressions. Ooh. I do definitely feel like the foundation kind of figured itself out as we put on the powder, the concealer, whatever the contour stick situation was. So I don't feel like I can really see that much of a green hue anymore. I could be totally wrong because I've been looking at myself for like an hour and a half now. So I could still look like a Martian. I do feel like the highlight turned out really pretty. It's very, very much more blinding than I kind of typically use, but I think that definitely has to do with the blush having some of that iridescence in it as well. Kind of brought out even more that intense highlight on the cheekbones. I do really like this lipstick. I feel like the shade is really pretty. I wasn't a huge fan of the doe foot applicator because I just feel like it wasn't picking up enough product and I had to keep going back in for more. Other than that, I feel like it looks nice. I like the color. It's pretty opaque from what I can see. And the lip topper is cute too. It's not super sticky. Kind of has like a nice like glittery iridescence to it, but no like big chunky flakes, so that's good. The eyeshadows weren't bad. Some of them were kind of a miss as far as how much pigment would kind of stick around. That one shade, that purple, I think Twilight was the name of it, kind of came off very strange. Like it didn't look chunky when I was actually putting it on, but then when I actually had my eyes open, it looked like it was just sitting on top in like these big chunks on top of my eyelid. So that was kind of a weird phenomenon that I'm not exactly sure what was going on there. These lashes are rather aggressive for me. They're not terrible. I'm not great at putting them on, so they might be a little bit wonky as far as that goes. So we'll pretend that that's not happening. I am already starting to crease a little bit with the foundation, but these are kind of the staple places that I crease anyway, right around my mouth, only on the left side, and just a little bit between my eyebrows. Overall, it's not as bad as I thought. I think we had kind of a rough start, but we ended up pulling it together, I think. Not terrible. I also was not a huge fan of the brow pencil. I feel like the product was just a little bit too waxy and it was too hard to kind of like push hard enough to get off onto your brow. And then when I used the spoolie to kind of just like blend it in, it just almost like took off the whole entire product. So as per usual, my eyebrows look terrible. I don't know how I feel about this because I used this. This is a definite no. I feel like this was maybe a little too pigmented. I've used the Sephora brand color correcting concealers before and that just turns out fine. It blends in well. I've done it before where I've blended it in before I put on my foundation, and I've also done it where I've kind of left bigger spots that I haven't blended in if it's a really red spot, and it just covers it really nicely. This this just took this green color, and one, it didn't blend out very well. I feel like I can almost still see a little bit of a green hue over this blemish here. But I also just feel like once I was blending and I put the foundation on top of it, or the BB cream, it just moved the green color around and mixed in with the foundation and turned a very weird shade. The brushes I feel like were nice. I used quite a few of them, but they were soft and kind of did the job. I don't really know how much else you can say about brushes. They didn't have any fallout as far as like bristles or anything like that, so that's good. That's kind of the main things that I look for. I don't know about you. This sponge, I feel like I do really like. I'm definitely gonna have to use it with some of the products that I use on kind of a daily basis, because I feel like it was hard to kind of tell if I liked it, because I also feel like I had such a difficult time with the green shade that my skin was turning. The blushes were pretty iridescent. A lot going on my cheeks right now. I have a very bright highlight, which I don't usually do. Overall, not as bad as I thought. When we started this, guys, I did not have high hopes, because I feel like I was just gonna be a Martian and I was just gonna keep adding on the layers of makeup and it was going to look terrible. So I feel like we got to a relatively decent place. Yes, I'm pleasantly surprised. Is it my best? Probably not, but we're gonna go middle of the road there. We're gonna count our blessings, okay? This has been a long one. I feel like that took me 4 times as long to do my makeup as it usually does, which struggle bus was real this time, guys. Yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. I had a great time playing with some new interesting products. But if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel for more fun videos like this. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! These lashes are poking me in the eyebrows.